All right. Hey, Cancer. I'm Kris, and welcome to the channel. Welcome to the reading. We're reading for you, Cancer, for this Taurus month. All right. And I know that we're well into Taurus month right now, but sometimes it is actually, it makes more sense when you're actually kind of in it, and even more sense when you're looking at it in retrograde, I was about to say, or like a retro perspective. So I don't feel like it's an issue, all right? So we're gonna see what's going on for you, Cancer, this month. What are you going through? And what type of treasures are you taking with you? Ooh! Why are you so dramatic? Why are you so dramatic? Like, are these cards that want to come out? Like, what is this? This is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy. Okay, Cancer. Excuse the trucks if you can hear that, okay? Let's just jump right into it, okay? So we have the butterfly here for you, Cancer, okay? The butterfly. All right, so Cancer, what's going on here for you this month of Taurus is, the butterfly here is a very playful and a very light energy. Okay, it's a very playful and light energy. And it's a psychology that is light. All right, and I'm drawn here to like the analogy of the butterfly, where it's in like a cocoon, like it's in a cocoon before it turns into a butterfly. And when it's in this cocoon or this chrysalis, it actually turns like completely fluid, okay? I'm getting like a feeling of being lost, a feeling of being lost in the world, a feeling of being lost and not knowing your position. Okay, so this is something you've been going through. You've been going through this feeling of being lost and not really knowing your identity and not really knowing what position that you have in life. All right. And what's happening to you, Cancer, in this month, in this Taurus season, is that you are coming out of this chrysalis. Like you're gaining wings. You're gaining wings, and I'm getting joy here. Joy, okay? I'm getting joy here, and you've been lost for a while because that is the actual natural process of a transformation. Okay, that's like the actual process of a transformation, a metamorphosis. So you couldn't have it any other way. So if you feel lost right now, don't worry, mate. All right, and because you are getting new wings. Okay, you're getting joy. You're getting joy in your psyche, okay, in your psychology, okay? There's joy here and the importance of joy, okay? And I just want to leave it there for now. Yeah, joy, playfulness. And I feel like this joy actually comes from the fact that you kind of know your position. There is like a kind of a sexual orientation here, like a security in your sexuality. Actually, a security in your sexuality. That maybe you were not really understanding before, okay? But there's a security in your sexuality, and when there's this security in your sexuality, joy comes from that, okay? It's kind of like the opposite of being guilty. Being guilty about your sexuality, that creates like shame and guilt and all of this, but you're coming out on top and not feeling guilty or shameful about your sexuality anymore. Okay, this very specific Cancer, but let's see the process that you're going through here. Really? And we have the Empress at the bottom. We get the Empress for like every single sign so far, I think. Okay, like so freaking many cards here. Okay, let's jump into it. So first, Cancer, we get the All Gifted. Okay, and this is not a part of the tarot. It's not a part of the tarot, but it's part of this tarot deck, the Tarot Apocalypse, I believe it's called. Okay, and this All Gifted card speaks of being gifted, actually, just like being gifted. And look at the butterflies here. There's something here about your ability to now giving gifts. Okay, and I'm not talking about physical gifts, but it's like your unique. Okay, now I'm getting a quote. I think actually JC said this. Yeah, I think it was JC, but it doesn't matter. The quote was like, the aim is not to be successful or to be famous, or to have a lot of money. The aim is to find what I am so gifted, like finding my gifts and my talents, and immersing myself in that, and then let that allow myself to fill my life up. Okay, so that was kind of like a little handicapped way of saying what he actually said, but I hope you get my point here. Okay, so there's something here about the joy of life comes to you from the gifts that you your innate gifts. Okay, something that you find so joyful, like an activity that you find so joyful. It can be very mundane. It doesn't have to be like painting or like making music. It doesn't have to be like all up there. It's just like a mundane activity that you feel joyful. It's kind of like Joseph Campbell, follow your bliss, because that will lead you to more bliss. Actually, that will lead you to more bliss, and that will lead to your life purpose, and so on and so on. Okay, so this is very much a message of like following your bliss. So there's something that you're doing, some kind of mood you're in where it's very, very joyful for you to be, where it's almost kind of like a meditative state, for you. Okay, and this is kind of what you are following. Okay, and it's you're just following that playfulness. Okay, so we're getting a lot of cards here, so I want to jump more into it. Look at this, very, very intense. 7 of Swords and the 5 of Swords. Very, very intense energies here. Okay, so there's a lot about the mind here, Cancer. There's a lot about the mind here, and I'm getting competitiveness of the mind. Okay, so this is something that you find joy in, maybe. Again, the butterfly here is air element. Okay, so there's something here about a gift you have that is communicatively, thoughts wise. So there's something here about writing, or something you find joyful that has to do with your communication. Okay, because you're quick in your mind and in your intellect. Okay, and I'm getting here that you're finding a way, because there's this competitive side of you, and that will always be there in every human, right? Like this competitive side. All right, that competition doesn't have to be a bad thing, but if it's repressed, it can become a bad thing, right? Then we're competing against people we don't need to compete against. And I'm actually getting that there is really no competition, but if you accept that there's competition. Okay, so what I'm trying to get at here, Cancer, is that you're finding some kind of activity that is competitive, but joyful competitive, you know, like joyful competitive. So you're actually able to get out like your competitive side in like a healthy manner, okay, in a healthy manner. And I feel with the Seven of Swords here, you know, it's a very counterintuitive card. It's the Seven of Swords. You're becoming smarter than your own mind, okay? The mind deceives you. The mind will always try to deceive you, but you're becoming smarter here in some kind of way, and you're finding something that is strengthening your ability to be, I'm getting street smart with the Seven of Swords here. You're finding, actually, okay, so you're finding some kind of activity or something that is strengthening your ability to not deceive yourself. Okay, to not deceive yourself. So you're getting out some kind of competitive, this is a part of your gifts and your talents, okay? You're getting out something competitive in a healthy manner that is helping you strengthen your mind. Strengthen your mind, which is vital. I'm getting here, strengthening your mind space. You know, when I say street smart, I mean like there is like this skill that you maybe didn't think that you have in your mind, that is street smart, you know, that can get out of deceit, or maybe deceive. Like there's something here about deceiving the deceiver. And the deceiver being your own mind. Like the mind will always try to like deceive yourself. Like that's just kind of like the mind's, it ties itself into knots, right? And tries to deceive itself, and it always will try to do that. And you're finding a skill that is helping you strengthening your real truth, so you know when your mind is deceiving you, okay? It's kind of cryptic, but if you know what I'm talking about, then you know what I'm talking about, right? I'm pointing to something. I'm pointing to something that is real for you, with my words at this second, okay? Cancer. We get the Ace of Cups here, look, and one more butterfly, okay? So there's huge metamorphosis going on here, and I'm actually getting that there's something, not only are you going through metamorphosis, you're going through a transformation, which is such a used word again. Like transformation is such a used word, but if you think about you being lost and being this fluid, and then suddenly finding your wings. Wait, there's something here about, you know, the butterfly cannot see its own wings. It cannot see its own beauty. So, and when you're completely immersed in joy, you're not thinking about beauty, or like you're just immersed in it, but that is what makes it beautiful, okay? And with the Ace of Cups here, this is like you are able to fill your own cup up, okay? Again, joy. Like you're finding something that fills your cup up. And I'm not talking about another person. I'm talking about something you are doing, Cancer. Something you are doing, some activity that you are doing that fills your cup up with joy, okay? And we get the Three of Swords here, and the Two of Pentacles. This is like so crazy. I'm getting like a lot of hectic energy from this, okay? Hectic. And you can say the butterfly is hectic as well, you know? If you see a butterfly, it can be very graceful as well, but when it plays with other butterflies, it's hectic, okay? I'm getting a lot of hectic energy here. It can also be that your mind is very hectic, and when you immerse yourself in joy, you kind of get more focused, okay? You get more focused. And with the Three of Swords here and the Two of Pentacles, I'm actually getting that there's some kind of, there will always be pain, okay? There will always be pain. Okay, so much information right now, Cancer, and I feel like because I'm getting so much information right now, this is like me embodying you. Okay, there's something here about your mind, because we have all of these swords cards. There's something here about your mind being very quick. It's very, very quick, okay? It's so quick. It's quick and it's witty. It's quick and it's witty, and this is what you're, instead of fighting it, maybe you've been fighting it, like I think so much, like I'm so like quick, there's too many thoughts and all of this. This is what you've been saying, kind of like you've been fighting it. You've been fighting that you're so quick mentally, but now you're actually finding out this month, Taurus, Venus, right? You're finding the gift and the treasure in having such a quick mind. In having such a quick mind, you're finding ways to use it. You're finding a way to use it that is actually healthy for you, okay? And with the Three of Swords here, this is like expansion of the mind. With the threes, it's expansion of the mind. There's also pain here, okay? But the pain is mental pain. And if I should like explain the type of pain that the Three of Swords is in this situation here, it's like when you figure something out, or you see something online that hurts you, or like but it hurts to expand. It's growing pain, okay? So you're going through growing pain when it comes to your mind. It can feel painful, okay? Like literally, when I say this, I mean it literally, like painful. This activity, it can feel painful when you're in this activity, or like when you reach a barrier or something, but that's just a limit that you're expanding through, okay? It's just a limit that you're expanding through. There can't be tears, okay? Like this is so crazy, but it's a good thing, you know. It's the Three of Swords is a very creative artist card, because you're crying tears for the world, right? The world is less than ideal, but it's ideal at the same time, okay? And we're already almost on 17 minutes, so I just want to end it off here with the Two of Pentacles. You're expanding your mind. That makes it easier for you to juggle things in real life, actually. And I want to say that this is something that starts mentally. This is very mental for you, okay? And it's expanding you. It's expanding you. It's expanding your mind space. This activity, immersing yourself in this, giving you joy and helping you multitask, do things faster, but still with integrity. Okay, like do things faster in your real life, but with integrity. Okay, I hope that oh my god, like there's so much information. We have all these dragonflies here that's flying around. Same energy as the butterfly, right? It's quick, but it's quick, but it's light at the same time. It's just fully immersed in the activity. Okay, so I just want to end off saying that this activity that you're doing, it's embracing and loving your mental space. If you've not been loving that so much, or if you've been like, I don't want to think so much and all of this, you have a very quick mental space, a lot of information. I'm like a little bit overwhelmed right now with all of the information that comes in, but you're finding this month a treasure of how to, like an activity that you find so joyful, that is helping you focus and actually helping you evolve when it comes to how to deal with your mental space, okay? And it's so joyful at the same time. Cancer, that was absolutely crazy, okay? Thank you for letting me into your Cancer universe. This is it's just like, but it's amazing, okay? This is part of your innate gifts and talents, so embrace it, Cancer, embrace it, all right? And I will check in on you again in Gemini season. And I can't wait to see what's going on for you there, Cancer, all right? I'll see you. Bye.